Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction Beanie Yo 299. Day in the neighborhood. My brothers and sisters, we got a quick one to get into today, y'all. We got a quick true crime, horror, dark, deep, and mysterious, what the is going on type of video to watch. And the channel that we going to watch this video is none other than Viral Crimes. Viral Crimes, y'all. In the title of the video, he was afraid she would tell her family, so he killed her. The Zambrisha Works story. Now I'm just sitting back wondering, like, what is he so afraid of to the point where it would make him kill her? You know what I'm saying? What kind of secret is he so afraid of other people knowing till it would make him kill her? Like, what kind of petty ass shit is that? You killed her because something she knew about you or what you did or something like that, till you, instead of it getting out to other people, you decided to end her life? Unless it's some shit like she know about some murders or something he already committed, something like that. I don't know, my brothers and sisters, but we finna see. But before we see, y'all know what y'all got to do. Get whatever you might need. Get what you need. We back to Viral Crimes, my brothers and sisters. Y'all got what y'all need? Y'all ready to go? Then let's fucking go.
I'm right here. I'm right here. Let me go. Let me go. Whoever did this is a real coward.
Definitely.
In real life.
Definitely.
My daughter only this big. You didn't have to do that to her.
This is the story of Zambrisha Works, a 22-year-old with a bright and promising future, with dreams of becoming a doctor, but her life took a tragic turn just one day after her graduation. Zambrisha would be found beaten to death in a crime that devastated her family and shocked the community, and had everyone asking who could commit such a horrific crime, and how could anyone hurt someone who did so much to help her community. Did Zambrisha have any enemies or people who might have wanted to hurt her? Or was she the victim of a random act of violence? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Stalen Avenue and Vassar Drive, an intersection on the west side of Detroit, Michigan. A place that is home to a number of thriving businesses. This is where Zambrisha Works, a cheerful young woman, was found dead in the backseat of a 2017 Dodge Journey SUV on August 12, 2022.
A Detroit family searching for answers tonight after their loved one was found beaten to death inside of a car.
Police say they made the discovery Friday on the city's west side, and tonight family and friends held a vigil in the hopes that someone can come forward and help solve the case.
Who we here for? Freedom! It had to be somebody she knew, or, you know, she just wasn't that type of person.
Tears can't help but fall as candles burn in memory of 22-year-old Zambrisha Works. Her body was disturbingly found after she had been beaten to death and left in the backseat of a 2017 Dodge Journey on Stahela near Vassar.
And you know what's so fucked up about it too, man? Not just the fact that whoever did this murdered her, but it's the way he left her body. Like, to just leave her body in the backseat of a car, like, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about the police or anybody, the police, the family, anybody finding out about it. You don't care about none of that shit, bro. You just did this shit and just walked away. Like, I don't care.
Mother Lawana is hurting the most. Right now, no leads seem to clearly point the finger at whoever may be responsible for her death. Regardless, their actions have sparked a wildfire of heartbreak for Zambrisha's family, and sadly this pain is nothing new for Lawana.
10 years ago today, I was in the same predicament with her brother.
Damn.
Exactly 10 years ago today. Here I am again. What are the odds that I get lose two in one lifetime.
She had just wrapped up working with the program called No Barrier to Success with organization president Mel Polk.
Zambrisha was an exceptional participant in their program. She's an exceptional young lady, beautiful young lady, smart, dedicated, on her way up the ladder.
Zambrisha was a shining star with dreams of becoming a doctor, and those who knew her had held her in high regards. She was a driven intern with the Detroit Fire Department and was affectionately called Breezy by her close friends and colleagues. She was a cut above the rest, standing out due to her unwavering dedication and hard work. The 22-year-old had dedicated her life to helping people overcome addiction and getting out of the streets. She had been working as an outstanding participant of the No Barrier to Success program, which assisted and empowered young minds to obtain their educational and employment goals. Zambrisha had been doing really well in the program, and everyone had something good to say about her performance. In the words of Chief James Harris of the Fire Department, Zambrisha had a great impact in the lives of her colleagues. Her spirit and energy had touched so many souls in such a short time. She had so much love for the fire department as well as the citizens of Detroit. Regrettably, just days shy of Zambrisha's 23rd birthday, fate dealt a cruel blow, leaving everyone in shock and sorrow. She was found by her grief-stricken brother, who broke down at the sight of his sister's battered and bruised body. The investigation by the police led them to a man in his 40s. After a thorough investigation, this is what came to light. Zambrisha had been brutally assaulted and shot multiple times by 46-year-old Gregory Reynolds Jr., with whom Zambrisha had a heated argument on August 11, just a day before her death. He was arrested and charged with 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 count of felon in possession, and 2 counts of felony firearm due to his alleged actions.
And then there's another thing that's just fucked up about this case to me. This girl, well, she a young lady at this point. She was 22. This man 46. Bro, what the hell are you even doing interacting with this little young lady like this to the point where you killing her? Like, what the fuck, bro? I don't even understand. Like, take your old ass on and go deal with women your age. Be around women your age, please. Oh, man.
Judge also noticed something quite sinister about Reynolds. He was a repeated offender. A man who had made it a habit to hurt people. The court took note of his past assault and weapons convictions from the late 90s, which included drug abuse, as well as a charge of assault with the attempt to murder in the year 1990.
But he's also looking at felony firearm, second offense notice. He's on probation for a drug offense from 2021. But his history he does have from 1999, assault with intent to murder.
This painted a troubling picture in the mind of the judge, who knew that Reynolds was a dangerous man. As the drama in the courtroom proceeded, the weight of the situation became undeniable, and the courtroom atmosphere hung heavy with sorrow. Consequently, Reynolds was remanded to jail, casting a cloud of sadness over the entire situation. It later came to light that Zambrisha and Gregory were no strangers to each other. Detroit Police Commander Michael McGinnis disclosed that Reynolds had been an acquaintance of Zambrisha's, making the betrayal and violence even more disheartening. During Reynolds' arraignment, the judge recounted the chilling details in which the suspect allegedly told a witness that he shot Zambrisha because she was going to call her people on him, and he allegedly said that he had to finish it off. Something that Zambrisha said that day had ticked off Reynolds, which prompted him to take her life. According to Zambrisha's mother LaWanna Jackson, Gregory was a friend's friend. But that was it. They didn't have any kind of relationship with him. Her mother was shocked and confused by the death of her innocent daughter, who died by the hands of a maniac over a meager argument. Sadly, this is not the first time Zambrisha's family has gone through something so tragic. Zambrisha's parents had experienced the tragic loss of another child nearly 10 years ago due to the devastating impact of gun violence. Their pain was palpable as Zambrisha's mother mourned the untimely end of her children's lives and the seemingly insurmountable challenge of protecting them. The Stalen Avenue and Vassar Drive intersection is so dangerous that just a few days after Zambrisha's body was found, another disturbing incident took place in the same area. In a chilling turn of events, a shooting took place where an unknown assailant opened fire from an SUV at the intersection. The terrifying shot struck 2 young men in their early 20s. The community was left shaken by the eerie series of events unfolding at the same location, where violence seems to cast a dark and ominous cloud. The sense of fear and uneasiness lingers as residents grapple with the unsettling incidents that occurred in their neighborhood. The locals in the area live their lives in fear as they don't know what tragic fate their future holds for them. Meanwhile, Detroit has a long and complicated history with crime. It has the second highest crime and violence rate in America after Memphis. It's a well-known hotspot for criminal activities in recent years and has had several shootings and robberies to its name. The details of the year-end crime statistics released by the Detroit Police Department painted a disheartening picture. Where there was a glimmer of hope with a decline in violent crimes overall, the rise in offenses such as burglary and carjacking cast a dark shadow over the city of Detroit. One particularly distressing trend was the involvement of juveniles in violent crimes. The revelation that teenagers as young as 14 and 15 were engaging in such brutality left the community deeply saddened and concerned. The numbers told a grim tale. 1,064 non-fatal shootings in 2021, compared to 959 in 2022. Young teens were involved in the majority of these crimes. Police Chief James White's plea to the community resonated deeply, expressing the pain of living in such a violent environment where the youth's future is stained by negativity and darkness. In the midst of this troubling situation, organizations like Detroit Impact's Shoot with Cameras and Not Guns program aim to provide an alternative path, focusing on life and offering guidance to the young generation desperately seeking direction. Amidst the somber statistics, another saddening revelation was the high involvement of young girls in criminal activities. The realization that the city's youth, both boys and girls, were at risk of heading down destructive paths struck a chord of empathy and concern among locals. People living in Detroit anxiously wait for answers and hopes of restoring a sense of security and peace in their neighborhoods. But for that to happen, certain changes need to be implemented. Poverty, gun violence and gangs make it difficult for the people of Detroit to get out of the system. To add fuel to the fire, police-community relations in Detroit have been strained for many years, and this has made it difficult for the police to effectively fight crime. However, there are certain things that can be done to reduce crime in Detroit, like investing in economic development and improving education. Because when people have jobs and opportunities, they are less likely to commit crimes. Making Detroit a safer place is a challenge, but it is one that can be met. What happened to Zambrisha was really unfortunate and deeply saddening. Gregory did not have to take her life over an argument. She was just a bright and talented young woman with a bright future ahead of her, and sadly her life was tragically cut short in a senseless act of violence. Her death was a great tragedy. My condolences to her friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.
Man, the first thing I gotta say, y'all, well, first of all, for real, R.I.P. to Zambrisha, and may her soul rest in peace. But I'm just thinking about her mama. She lost Zambrisha, but 10 years before that, she already had lost her son in the same type of way, gun violence. And Detroit is like, as far as the United States go, it is like at the top of the ladder as far as, you know, murders and crime and all that horrible true crime horror, dark, deep and mysterious going on type of stuff. It really is, man. Memphis is one, Chicago, Birmingham, Alabama, LA, like New York, like for real, man. And even the smallest of towns, we have watched plenty of videos before. Well, crime happens everywhere. Crime happens everywhere, but it is certain cities that do face it more than other places, and Detroit is definitely one of them. But another thing I want to say too is, like I was saying earlier, man, like I just don't even like just the fact that this dude, we don't know what the argument was about or nothing. But why are y'all like, bro, you 46, this is a little girl 22, like I don't even understand. Like, what the hell could y'all even be talking about where you would feel like you gotta kill her? Like, I just feel like the dude, and I'm not trying to give him the benefit of the doubt or nothing, but he got so mad in this argument that he should have never been in the first place with this little young lady, that it forced him to kill her. And he already had a criminal record, you know what I'm saying, going all the way back to 1990. He been doing criminal shit, so this just the day he snapped. And I just hate he took her life. But that was a beautiful young lady, man. Zambrisha was beautiful, man. And from everything Vile Crime was just saying, sounded like she had a beautiful future ahead of her. 22 years old, man. Oh my God, it's just tough. It's tough, my brothers and sisters. But I digress. I'm finna go let y'all get up out of here now, man. Good video from Violent Crimes as always. Good short video. We gonna be back tomorrow, and before we be back tomorrow, make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and do all that, because tomorrow we go to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ballin. And until I see y'all tomorrow, my friends, love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.